And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the season finale of DC's and HBO Max series Peacemaker Season 1 Episode 8. Episode 8. So, spoilers if you have not seen this episode. I finally got to watch it, and oh boy, what an episode this was. First of all, we finally get the final showdown between Peacemaker and the team going up against the butterflies and this supposed cow thing that they've been trying to track down. They finally tracked it down in some kind of, like, I guess, like a farm area and a barn. You know, normally you would find a cow there, obviously, farming. But this is not a particular cow. This is basically an alien, I guess, worm kind of thing that butterflies need for their source of food. They can survive on our planet with, you know, air, oxygen, all that stuff, but they can't survive on our food source. So they need this alien to, I guess, milk them their energy supply or their food supply. So Peacemaker and the team literally go to the farm area, and we get one hell of a fight sequence here, and I thought they did a really good job of showing us the violence in this, the capturing the you know, the great sequences that the fight choreography had was great as well. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing all that, all the brutality stuff. It was all great, and the good laughs that happens when some of the characters were not exactly up to par to help out with the team, like the guy with the beard, and he was just a decoy, and Amanda Waller's daughter, she just was just there, and she did help at the end, towards the end. Don't get me wrong, she did. But she stood back first, let the, you know, Peacemaker, Vigilante, and Hardcore do their thing, excuse me. And, of course, Peacemaker finally gets down to, I guess, where they kept the creature. And then he finds out the real reason why the butterflies are there. Their civilization was destroyed because, you know, pollution, all that kind of stuff. So they wanted to make sure it never happened on the new planet they call home, which is Earth. So they wanted to pretty much do exactly kind of like what Thanos does, I guess, wipe out half of humanity in a way, so that way they can be the ones in show. Peacemaker ain't having that. He ends up wiping them out and killing the butterfly, the last remaining butterfly, which is the lady cop. And so she's dead. And of course, killing the cow and ending the little scheme. And of course, Hardcore gets injured to the point where we think she dies. So, but she doesn't. She survives at the end. She gets into the hospital, and then she has like a touching moment with Vigilante and with Peacemaker. I thought was pretty cool. They might end up hooking up in the end in the next season. Who knows? We have to wait. It did get renewed for another season, so I am glad about that. What else? Amanda Waller's daughter decides to just rat them out. Like, hey, my mother is Amanda Waller. She's a very government person. She goes to the press and literally tells everybody, hey, listen, she runs an organization, a task force team of criminals to do dangerous missions against their will to get them, you know, lighter sentence, if you will. And she basically ratted her own mother. And, you know, in Amanda Waller's perspective, you don't rat her out. You don't tick her off, and you don't piss her off either. And I'm pretty sure the next season we're going to see Amanda Waller. And she did come back, played by Viola Davis. She looked at piss. So is she going to go after her daughter? Who knows? We'll see what happens. She might go after the team and do something to her daughter in some kind of like punishment, you know, in a motherly way. Who knows? Unless she really is that crazy to kill her own child. But we have to wait to see what happens with that. So, well, who knows? But man, I thought this first season was amazing. You know, getting us to care about these characters and, you know, just seeing the nature of who Peacemaker was as a character. Yeah, when we first met him, all he cared about was peace and, you know, killing as many men and women, children to get it. That's all he cared about. When you find him in this show, his life kind of sucks in a way because he has no friends. Everybody thinks he's a piece of crap. And yeah, and his father was a racist, but, you know, person, so he had to deal with that. So he had a lot of demons to deal with. And then when you finally, you know, get towards the end of this, you like, yeah, I'm cheering for Peacemaker. I'm gonna cheer for Peacemaker. I want him to succeed. I want him to be the good guy. And then, of course, we get the great cameo at the end of the very... as soon as the battle's over, they finally save the day. You know, Peacemaker and the team are literally walking into the distance. And the freaking Justice League shows up. Meaning, Superman, Aquaman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman all show up. Minus Batman and Cyborg. Now, obviously, Batman and Cyborg weren't there. And we only get a silhouette of Superman and Lois. And Wonder Woman. But we do get to see Ezra Miller and, of course, Jason Momoa as Aquaman and Flash. And we get a cool little line where they curse at each other. So that was kind of cool. Because apparently there were some rumors of Aquaman hooking up with a fish. You know, the sexual way. So, yeah. But you got to watch that for yourself. But cool little Easter egg, I guess. They also included in the canon verse of the DC world that Green Arrow does exist. So that's a good thing. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I really thoroughly enjoyed this whole season. I am looking forward to see what they're going to do in the next one, because I want to see what happens to Peacemaker moving forward. Is Amanda Waller going to go after the team? Are the Suicide Squad going to come back to go after them themselves? Are we going to get any other kind of villain for next season? Who's going to be the villain for next season? There's a lot of questions to be answered. But we have to wait to see what happens after James Gunn finishes Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and the Groot Christmas special, or animated cartoon thing that he's doing, or whatever it is. But it should be very interesting to see. So I want to let you guys know that now that it's over, leave me your comments and thoughts about what do you think is going to happen moving forward. What do you think is going to happen in the next season? You think we're going to get some big Justice League villain, or another minor villain, alien invasion kind of thing? You think it's going to lead into something else? Dark Side or something? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good night.